嘢，譬如食嘢咧，又唔會喺嗰啲長輩之前食啦，梗係喺佢哋之後食啦，好嘅嘢俾佢哋食先啦。咁所以咧，其實點解咁做咧？因為咧係當我哋咁做嘅時候咧，係出於我哋可以培養大量嘅謙卑恭敬心嘅，咁啊對住我哋個我慢心嘅，呢個係培養我哋嘅善心，呢個亦都係一個善行咯。
And then also that we are with the volunteer service in Meditude states. So they bring great merits, very great merits. Not just sweeping the way on the roads, also with the intention, oh, let all people, they pass by, with clear mind. So let them enjoy walking this way. So if you are having such intention and try to do that, you are developing moral minds by billions. So during the time of the Kassapa Buddha, the previous Buddha, so there was a monastery on the bank of the Ganges River. So one man, he swept the fallen leaves on the monastery, and then he put it into a heap, and he called a novice playing nearby. Novice, please come and throw away these old leaves into the river. So he called 3 times. The novice pretended not to hear. He just keep on playing. So the man, he became a little angry actually. So he came and he beat with the long stick of the broom. So he beat the novice. He cried. Now he put all these leaves into a basket, and he went to the bank of the river and poured it down. So during that time, in Ganges River, so the water is flowing with great force. So he had some idea. So he made a wish. Now by this good deed of throwing the leaves into the river. So in the next life, may I be born to be a very, very learned person. And may I be very, very wise, that if I ask questions, nobody can answer that question. So he made that wish. So the man was nearby at that time. He said, oh, this novice, he just threw away these leaves because I asked him to do so. So I actually did greater meritorious deed than him. So I should also make a wish, he said. So he said, by the merit of doing this, the volunteer service. So in the next life, may I be born as a very learned person, and may I have greater wisdom than this young novice, and then may I be able to answer all his questions. So when they die, they were born in the celestial realm. So in about the time of our Buddha's dispensation, they were born as human beings. So the novice became Milinda, King Milinda, in the king of Afghanistan. Very learned. So he liked to ask questions to all the learned people. So there's the the people and the monks. As they could not answer the question, they have to go away because they were ashamed. And the monk, now he became Nagasena, and he even became an arhat, and he was also very learned. So the elder monks, they knew that the Nagasena can suppress that king. So they persuaded him to go to that country. So he went to that country, and so he stayed in a monastery, and he asked the people to send the word to the king that the venerable Nagasena has come to this monastery. If the king wants to discuss something, please come. So as soon as the king heard the name Nagasena, he trembled. Because now he knew, oh, there's a person who is more wise than I. But anyway, he came. So he came, and all the questions that he asked, so the Nagasena could answer all them. So I mentioned the question and answer at the beginning of this Abhidhamma book. So we also have the treatise called Milinda Panya, the questions and answers of Milinda, King Milinda and the Nagasena. There's a treatise, very, very, very nice one to read. Okay.
咁咧服務道場嘅功德咧，服務咧亦都即係做義工啦，亦都係功德好大啦。咁例如我哋譬如係掃地嘅時候咧，我哋嘅心入邊咧就希望咧呢個地方清淨啦，俾啲修道人用啦。咁呢啲善心咧係大家亦都知道係無數咁多善心喺嗰個當中產生啦。咁亦都要有好好嘅果報啦。咁教授咧就講咗個古仔啦，就喺迦葉佛嘅時候咧，咁當時咧有一個出家人咧就每日做工作啦，就掃樹葉啦，掃完樹葉咧，有一日咧佢就叫一個沙彌咧將堆好咗啲樹葉咧就去攞去河邊倒咗佢嘅。咁呢個沙彌仔咧就係聽唔到，咁呢個出家人咧就嗌咗佢3次，佢都就係聽唔到。咁呢個出家人咧就嬲得滯啦，攞個掃把柄咧就打佢喎。咁打到佢喊，佢終於聽到啦，死死地去將啲樹葉執咗佢咧，就攞去河邊咧倒。咁咧嗰陣時啲河流啲河水好急嘅，咁呢個小沙彌咧睇住啲河水咧就去咗個縣。佢話咧可能覺得好即係可能覺得委屈啦，咁又話希望我咧用我呢個係服務道場嘅功德咧，掃倒樹葉嘅功德咧，令到我將來咧變成一個最有學問嘅人。我問嘅問題咧，冇人答到我嘅。咁咧當時咧佢就發咗咁嘅願啦。咁當時咧呢個另外嗰個和尚咧喺隔離聽到喎，心諗呢個僆仔即係倒下樹葉，即係都發啲咁大嘅願。好，咁我掃樹葉掃咗咁多，就堆埋喺度，咪仲大功德。咁佢就話。咁佢咧都發咗個願就話，咁願我咧，我嘅功德咧係可以幫助我咧，將來咧變成一個好有學問嘅人，冇乜問題咧係答唔到嘅。咁過咗好多生世啦，咁講到去到我哋嘅佛陀釋迦牟尼佛嘅時代咧，呢兩個人咧，即係佛法在嘅時候啦，嗰佛陀已經唔喺度啦，咁佢哋兩個咧投身做人啦。咁咧呢個咧嗰陣時咧就有一個喺印度古印度咧就有一個好聰明嘅國王叫 Milinda 嘅。咁我唔知道中文名點樣翻譯啊，咁但係好出名咯，大家都知道。咁佢咧就即係智慧第一啦，專門問啲刁難嘅問題嘅。咁冇乜人答到嘅，佛教嗰啲咧個個都嗰陣時好興辯經啊、辯論嗰啲，冇人贏得到佢。但係好彩咧有個人咧叫 Nagasena 嘅，咁 Nagasena 就好有智慧嘅阿羅漢嚟嘅。咁咧當佢咧去到嗰個城嘅入邊咧，咁啲人即刻叫佢去同呢個 Milinda 咧去可以大家較量下，唔係問到啲佛教啲出家人冇答唔到啲問題啊，好慘。咁咧跟住佢就去，咁即係有兩個人咧，咁即係問咗好多問題啦。佢哋兩個對答咧係有書嘅。應該係小部咧，即係嗰個 Nikaya 入邊咧，即係小部咧係應該有佢哋兩個呢個問答嗰啲結集嘅，全部都有手集嘅，大家有興趣去睇啦。咁講咧，呢兩個人咧就係個 Milinda 咧就係我哋以前嘅小沙彌，咁呢個Nagasena 咧就係嗰個掃樹葉個和尚，咁佢哋兩個願望咧都實現咗啦。
Now, the Brahmana group is the most important. Now we say, you have great merit by for the practicing the alms giving, but you get greater merit by taking threefold refuge and observing moral precept, and you still get greater the merit by undertaking meditation. That is bhavana. So the Buddha's meditation. So there are two types, we say. The samatha is tranquility meditation to develop the right concentration. And then we have the insight meditation that we call vipassana. And they actually they constitute the major portion of the Eightfold Noble Path. The Eightfold Noble Path. And you should also understand that this Eightfold Noble Path is the essence of all the teachings of the Buddha. The essence of all the teaching of the Buddha. So when the Buddha was about to pass away, so, and he was developing the jhana, so one after another and coming down from the jhana. So at that time, it was already about 10 p.m. So the Supada, he is actually a wandering hermit, you might say. So he is a non-believer. He didn't believe in any religion. So he had the news the Buddha is going to pass away. So he rushed to where the Buddha was, and then he asked permission from Ananda to allow him to see the Buddha. So the Ananda refused 3 times. So he said, "You non-believer, take care. You ask so many questions. The Buddha is about to pass away. Don't trouble him anymore." But the Buddha at that time, he came out of the jhana and he heard about their discussion. So the Buddha said, "Ananda, let that man come in." So that Supada, he was actually a very learned man. Now he asked the question to the Buddha. Now the Buddha, in this the middle land is the middle land of the India. They call it the middle land. So many persons, they claim they are Buddhas, and they also claim that only their teachings are true. Now, whom should I really regard as the real Buddha, and whose teaching should I take to be the real true teachings? So now the Buddha, what he answered is very good, very good. So he said, "Supada, I didn't have much time to answer your questions in detail. I just give you the essential answer. Now, if in this teaching there is the Eightfold Noble Path, then in that teaching there will be 4 noble persons. We call Sivina, the non-returner, once returner, and noble person. And if in that teaching there is no Eightfold Noble Path, there will be no noble person. No noble person. In my teaching, I have this Eightfold Noble Path. So I have all these the noble persons in my teaching. Outside my teaching, there is no Eightfold Noble Path. So there will not be any noble person. That's all he said. That's enough. So only in Buddhism we have this the Eightfold Noble Path. And that can be classified as threefold training. Training of morality, sila, and training of concentration, samatha, and the training of wisdom, vipassana. It exists only in Buddhism, only in Buddhism. So we have the chance to practice this threefold noble path to attain the highest attainment in life. That is to become an arahat and enjoy the eternal peace and happiness of Nibbana forever. So we have the chance, so you should know about that.
咁咧講起善行入邊咧，最高層次嘅咧就係呢個禪修啦。咁雖然咧呢個布施咧係好好，咁咧但係比起持戒咧都係爭啦，持戒嘅更加殊勝啦。咁比起持戒咧，咁呢個呢個禪修咧，培養呢個心咧係更加殊勝嘅。咁喺佛教入邊咧，我哋佛陀嘅教導咧可以總結為咧就係呢個八正道啦。八正道咧培養呢八樣呢個八支啦，八樣嘢啦。而呢個八正道咧又可以咧去歸納為三類啦，即係戒定慧嘅。咁亦都可以講佛法咧就喺戒定慧入邊咧就包含咗，而嗰個結果咧就係呢個八正道啦。咁教授咧就講咗一個佛經嘅 事情啦，即係佛陀咧，佢臨入無餘涅盤嗰一晚咧，最後嘅時刻咧，咁最後一個弟子咧嘅故事。咁當時咧，佛陀咧即係已經去到好夜啦，佛陀第二日朝頭早就進入無餘涅盤咧，即係身體其實好殘弱啦，亦都好痛苦嘅。咁其實大家都知嘅。咁當其時咧，好多人咧都想去拜見佛陀，見佢最後一面嘅。咁有一個外道咧就叫Supata 嘅。咁呢個 Supata 咧，佢乜嘢都唔信嘅。咁佢咧就聽講佛陀就要進入無餘涅盤咧，咁佢就爭住咧一定要想見佛陀嘅。咁阿難尊者咧就見到佢排咁長龍，個個都喺度等緊。呢個外道咧就死都要見喎。咁咧阿難尊者咧就拒絕咗佢。咁一次又拒絕，兩次又三次又拒絕。咁阿難尊者就話：你呢個外道咧乜嘢都唔信嘅，而且咧有好多問題嘅。佛陀咧已經去到咁樣嘅階段啦，仲有咁多人要拜見佢，就唔俾佢見。咁當時佛陀咧聽到之後咧，就叫阿難話：你帶佢嚟啦。咁咁阿難就帶咗呢個 Supata 咧去到佛陀面前啦。咁呢個Supata 咧就問佛陀。佢話咧喺中印度當下咧，有好多人都自稱自己成佛嘅覺悟嘅，咁好多人都自稱自己嘅教法咧係唯一正確嘅。咁佢又問佛陀：咁係應該點樣信邊個咧？聽邊個咧？你又話你係佛陀啦，係咪先？咁佛陀咧就俾咗一個好簡單嘅答案佢嘅。咁教授認為好重要啦，就係話咧。佛陀就同佢講：其實我時間冇多，費事即係冇咩辦法同你講好多。不過可以簡單嚟講咧，佢話咧，真正嘅佛陀咧，佢嘅教法咧就係好簡單啫。去到一個覺悟咧，就係要行呢個八正道。而行八正道可以得到解脫嘅咧有四類人，就係呢四種嘅聖者啦，初果聖者、二果、三果、四果。佢話：如果真正一個聖教入邊咧，有呢個八正道，而又有呢四種人嘅咧，就真正嘅係呢個究竟嘅解脫嘅方法，真係一個佛法。佢其他嘅咧，佢話係只有喺我嘅呢個教法當中咧，有呢啲人存在。咁佢就即係簡單講咗自己嘅教法啦，亦即係我哋而家所講嘅呢個界定位啦。咁同埋喺嗰個教法當中咧，如果真係行深呢個界定位，而行呢個八正道咧，就真正可以去到達呢個阿羅漢嘅。咁呢個係可行嘅，亦都係作為人類咧，或者作為一個生命嘅眾生咧，係最高嘅目標啦，或者最難得嘅正量啦。
Now Supata believed the Buddha to be the real Buddha, so he requested to ordain him. So the Buddha just called him Ehi Bhikkhu. He became Imam. Then he requested to tell him how to practice that Eightfold Noble Path. The Buddha just explained to him very briefly. Then he just went out. So the Buddha was actually under the south trees in his south garden there. So on a bench the Buddha was lying. So now he just went under the south trees there, a little far from the Buddha. He meditated, walking meditation. So he tried to meditate very, very strenuously. Before the Buddha passed away to Nibbana, he became enlightened as Arahat. So he was the person whom the Buddha should enlighten in his dispensation. So the Buddha, he made a long journey to come to this place, not just to meet this Supata and enlighten him.
咁咧講埋個故事咧，就係呢個 Supata 咧。咁聽完佛陀講之後咧，佢就即刻信咗佛陀啦，接受佢嘅講法啦。咁佢就請求出家啦，就想做佛弟子啦。咁佛陀咧就即係叫人去剃度咗佢啦。咁咧佢就教咗佢好簡單嘅方法去修習呢個八正道啦。咁佛陀咧都仲即係嗰晚咧，係同一晚咧，佢出咗家咧，就喺佛陀 休息嘅不遠嘅地方咧，就喺度經行啦，即係禪修啦。咁去做呢個止觀嘅收集啦。咁就係冇幾耐咧，佢就已經係變成一個阿羅漢咧，一個即係完全覺醒嘅人啦。咁亦都係最後一個佛陀在生時候開悟嘅弟子。
And that the Dhamma Savana, listening to the Dhamma at appropriate times, is included among the 8 blessings. The blessings that can give you the riches and prosperity, the greatest prosperity in this life. So just by listening to the Dhamma, you can develop the moral minds, moral karmas by many billions, and our elders, the elders, the elder monks in Myanmar, they used to say, just by listening to a Dhamma discourse, you will not be born in the woeful states for 9 world cycles. Now, if you yourself can deliver or teach the Dhamma, you will not be born in the woeful state for uncountable world cycles. And that's why I was never tired to teach you. So if you can listen, I can teach you the whole night.
咁跟住有兩個事行咧，第一個咧就聽聞佛法啦，第二個咧就開示佛法啦。咁聽聞佛法嗰 part 咧，咁係因為聽嘅過程當中咧，我哋培養好多嘅善心啦，同埋智慧啦。咁喺38個即係吉祥經入邊咧，其實有38個吉祥嘅。咁聽聞佛文法咧係其中之一啦。咁係好殊勝嘅功德啦，同埋係好難得嘅機會啦。咁喺緬甸咧嗰啲長老有一個講法就係話咧，你去聽經咧，即係聽個好好嘅佛法咧，你已經可以喺9大劫咧咁長嘅時間咧，都唔會輪迴惡道嘅。咁咧如果係講經咧，就數之不盡咁長嘅時間咧，都唔會輪迴惡道嘅。咁教授所以咧佢講法嘅時候咧，啲都唔會攰嘅。如果你哋可以通宵喺度聽咧，佢通宵講咧，做好多功德嘅。
So tonight I explain to you the 10 moral actions and 10 meritorious deeds. And if you can practice any one of these, then you will have very, very great benefits. So just by listening and just learn one thing of the Dhamma, then if you can make use of that, then you will get very, very great merit. And that's why we say the gift of the Dhamma excels all other gifts.
咁咧今日咧教授咧今晚咧就講咗嗰個十善啦，同埋10種即係功德啦。咁如果我哋聽完之後咧，可以去做咧，哪怕是做少少啦，或者做唔晒咧，即係盡量去做咧，咁係帶俾我哋好多嘅功德同埋福報嘅。
So we are on page 210. So the upper part of that page, I show you to read them by yourself. So and then we go to the topic on that. Dui hetuka and ti hetuka kusala karma. So you can understand the meaning to some extent, because they should be very familiar to you now. Dui hetuka means 2-rooted. Ti hetuka means 3-rooted. So 2-rooted and 3-rooted karma. So if one performs a wholesome deed with the knowledge of karma and its effect, and we call this knowledge kammasakata jnana, then jnana samyutta mahakusala cheta arise. So then we do the chitta chat, the please chitta chat again. So the jnana, we say jnana samyutta mahakusala cheta will arise during that time. So there is 3-rooted moral consciousness. So you will get 3 rooted moral karmas by many billions. So, and in the next paragraph, better still we say, if during the action of moral deeds, if you can develop vipassana jnana by reasoning that everything is impermanent, unsatisfactory and not self, then the kusala karma acquired is again accompanied by 3 good roots. So you will get also 3 rooted good karma.
咁咧，我哋跟住落嚟咧，就講緊210頁咧，我哋繼續講嗰個善行啦、善業啦。咁善業入邊咧，我哋以前都講過，你有2因心嘅同埋3因心嘅。咁當我哋做善事嗰時咧，就係無貪同埋無嗔嘅心咧，就係有2種善根啦。咁咧，如果我哋做善嘅時候咧，我哋都明白嗰個因果個報應啦。或者咧，我哋亦都會明白有呢個毗婆舍那或者內觀嘅智慧咧，我哋明白我哋所做嘅所有嘅嘢咧都係無常啦，不如意啦，同埋無我嘅。如果我哋有咁樣嘅智慧咧，我哋做嘅時候咧就有3種善根一齊存在啦，就係無貪無嗔同埋自相應嘅。咁就係我哋見到呢個咧就係廣大嘅善心啦。咁咧，我哋就有呢個自相應啦 ，jnana samyutta 呢個心。
On page 211, we mention if you perform meritorious deeds without the knowledge of karma in this result, and also without vipassana, the knowledge, then you are doing that meritorious deeds with mahakusala citta jnana vidyuta. Jnana vidyuta means without the wisdom, the knowledge of karma in the result. So you will acquire only 2 rooted kusala karmas.
咁咧，當我哋相反咧，如果我哋做善事嘅時候咧，我哋並冇考慮過或者唔知道佢嘅因果咧，亦都冇有呢個內觀嘅呢個智慧咧。咁我哋做嘅時候咧，我哋咧淨係一個廣大善心啦，但係咧就係同智不相應嘅，所以就係有2個善根嘅。
Now the next topic is Ukata Karma and Omaka Karma. So Ukata, so we explained below, Ukata means best or supreme, whereas Omaka means inferior. So it describes here the difference between supreme, the meritorious deed, and the inferior, meritorious deed. Now, if you perform a moral action, so and if you can develop moral minds, both before and after that moral action, then your meritorious deed or your moral action is surrounded by good the volition. Volition is chaitana. The chaitana volition is regarded as the action itself. So usually the chaitana volition that arises during performing that moral action will bear good karma and produce good result. And now, if you can also develop the moral volition before and after doing this meritorious deed. Now, these the prior volition and the after volition, they support it. They support the middle volition, so that you will get greater merit, and we call this type of merit as the Ukata Karma, the supreme karma.
咁咧，我哋呢度咧，我哋而家講緊咧善業入邊咧有2種嘅，一種咧就叫 Ukata， 一種叫 Omaka。咁咧佢意思咧就一種係殊勝嘅咧，一種咧係次等嘅善業。咁點樣分咧？ 就係話咧點樣我哋先講呢個優勝嘅啦，或者殊勝嘅啦。咁當我哋做善業嘅時候咧，琴日都有講咧，係嗰個 Chaitana 啦，即係思啦，咁其實就係一個好強嘅意願啦、意欲去做呢樣嘢啦。佢本身就係業嚟嘅。當我哋有呢個心生起嘅時候，呢個心所生起嘅思心所生起嘅時候咧，就已經係做緊業啦。嗱，當我哋做善事嗰陣時咧，就有一個好嘅即係好嘅 Chaitana 啦。咁但係咧，我哋做嘅之前咧，同埋做嘅之後咧，咁我哋咧都仍然係有大量嘅呢啲善嘅Chaitana 啦，呢個意欲啦，或者思啦生起咧。咁佢咧係加強咗我哋做嘅過程當中呢個善法嘅。咁我知道我哋呢個 Chaitana 咧，佢會做嘅時候咧，佢會有果報啦。但係有果報咧，但係我哋之前之後咧都會有同等嘅咁樣嘅善心啦，或者歡喜心啦生起嘅時候咧，就加強咗我哋做嘅過程中嗰個 Chaitana 個思個善果嘅嗰個業力嘅。
So the learned elder monks, they advise us to perform meditations with 3-4 good volitions. 3-4 good volitions. Volitions, Chaitana means karma, remember. Chaitana, the Chaitana when we say they represent the karma. So that means you should develop good the volition before you perform that meditative state. So that means before you come to Abhidhamma class, for example, you should know that it's very good to learn the teaching of the Buddha. So if we know the teaching of the Buddha, so we can develop faith and confidence in the Buddha. Our faith will be increased. So and we will get great merit. So you're happy. Before you come to the Abhidhamma class. And then also why you are doing the meditative state, you are happy, you are developing moral minds. So we say you are this volition is also good. Now after you have done that meditative state, you should also feel happy. Oh, I have performed such a great meditative state now. So it will bear great fruits. And it can lead me to the attainment of Nibbana. So if you also can feel glad like that, then we say you have 3 good volitions. Then this your meditative state will be very, very beneficial. So we call it Ukata Karma. So the supreme karma, so the best karma that you can attain.
咁咧喺緬甸咧嗰啲長老咧就教人哋咧做善意嘅時候咧要做3個步驟嘅。第一咧就係做善意之前咧，我哋已經培養嗰個善嘅思啦，或者個意欲啦，或者個動機啦。咁例如咧，我哋嚟聽經之前咧，咁我哋首先咧就已經想聽嘅時候已經諗起佢種種嘅利益啦，呢個係佛法啦，好難能可貴嘅啦，培養智慧嘅啦，幫助我哋去善做善業啦。咁我哋知道呢啲好處嘅時候，自然好開心，好想去啦。咁去到過程當中，我哋自己得到利益咧，過程咧亦都係開心嘅，即係亦都係善嘅啦。咁之後咧，我哋諗翻咧，我哋都即係感激啦，亦都會用啦。咁之後咧，我哋嘅嗰個意欲咧，亦都係善嘅啦。咁我哋得呢3個步驟過程咧，都係由呢個善嘅思咧，即係點解 Chaitana 點解強調呢樣嘢咧？呢樣嘢咧先至係業嚟嘅。咁我哋即係動機啦，我哋去做一樣嘢嘅意欲啦，或者動機啦。咁呢個係善嘅時候咧，我哋做呢樣嘢咧，嗰個我哋所講嗰個善業咧，就係殊勝嘅，係最殊勝嘅。
If you feel lazy and reluctant to come to Abhidhamma class, so if you are hesitant and feeling stingy, not to donate, so we say your prior volition is not immoral. It becomes immoral in volition. And also after donation, You feel a little upset. Oh, I have to make it all my money. I didn't have enough money now to buy food. So if you feel like that, again you develop immoral mind. So these, the immoral chitana. So they will go down. The real position that develop when you offer alms. They will go down that. So the merit you get will be less. So we call that the inferior karma, or maka karma we call it.
咁咧，另外咧，但係咧，另外一個情形就係我哋做善事嘅時候咧，例如咧，我哋嚟聽經之前咧，覺得好懶啦，